And we're live.
With Jason and Yeti.
Happy Mountain Built Monday. We decided to try a new backdrop. Yeah, you can barely see. Hey, squirrel. Hey. We decided to try a new backdrop today. But yeah, welcome to Mountain Built Monday. For those that are new around here, this is not our normal video. This is our live catching up with the audience weekly video.
Yep.
So we did start one on Friday called Feed With Us Friday. But this is one where we kind of just sit down at the computer and take some time to answer any questions and just kind of touch base with everybody. So thank you guys for being here. Let us know where you're watching from. Someone says, do you have horses? And yes. Oh, wait. Oh, right. Oh, gosh.
Behind you. Right there.
Right there.
Hey.
Got it. We have that horse, and then we have more out the other way. So, man, thank you guys for being here. Let us know. This is a little different. It's kind of nice. You can't see us as good. I'm like a big shadow.
Yeah.
But at least you can see our little round pen in our backyard and Miss Honeybun back there.
Yes.
So
now I look taller than you.
Oh man, the questions are already coming in. But we actually have a topic for this one. So what we're going to try is at the start of these Mountain Built Mondays, we will have some sort of topic. We'll talk about it while people are getting logged in, and then we'll jump into questions. So drop your questions in the chat. And Alyssa, what was our question for today?
So our topic for tonight is something we've changed our mind on over time with horses and mules.
And you have to go first because I haven't thought of it.
Oh no.
First off, elephant in the room. Jesse Baisden says, whoa, is that Jason?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I told you guys his chin looks shorter when he shaves his beard.
What chin?
Yeah.
There is no chin. Yeah, everyone, for those that don't know, last time I was on here, I had a huge beard, and it's gone now, and it took my chin with it. So, oh well. I also, Alyssa and I are going to try and save some money, and so I cut my own hair as well, but I'll leave you in suspense for that. Otherwise, people would probably immediately just log off if they saw my new haircut. But
what he means by that is he buzzed it down to nothing. He just buzzed the top as a joke and came out, and so the rest of his hair was kind of long, and so it just looked like he was balding up top.
Yep.
And he's like, "You like my new haircut?"
I was like, "This is your future." Just only a little bit of hair on the sides and nothing on top. But it's all buzzed. It'll probably stay buzzed for a couple months. We're going to try and save a little bit of money and just start practicing some good financial discipline again. So that was my first step. There's no going back. Once you just buzz right down the middle, it's done. No going back.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry. Carry on with your, what was it?
All right. So something we've changed our mind on over time with horses and mules.
Okay. You go and I'll think about mine.
Well, I was thinking about it, and I don't think I've really changed my mind much since I was probably, 13 years old is kind of when I found more like natural horsemanship and those type of clinicians. And so ever since then, I've tried to work with the equine instead of against them, which it was not the way I was raised. I was raised very traditionally, not buckaroo tradition, but like, use a stud chain to lead them, and all that kind of stuff is like how I was raised. It just didn't really sit well with me. So, but I do want to say something I've kind of been more mindful about as time has progressed, and that is one, giving equines just more time to process, just slowing things down and giving them a bigger chance to really think about stuff and let that sink in with them. So just giving a bigger pause when they find the right answer. Another thing I focused on is my own breathing, and just trying to take some deep breaths, one for myself, but two also just to kind of bring my energy down for the equine. And probably the third thing that I've really been more mindful about is reading energy levels in horses and mules, and really focusing on having a good picture in my head, a picture of what I want, and also thinking about things how I want them to be instead of how I don't want them to be. So just keeping a positive mindset and keeping a positive picture in my head and focusing on what that horse or mule can become instead of what they are in the present. So that's the things I've been trying to be more mindful of over the last several years, but few years especially.
Jeez, I didn't know you were going to do something so well thought out. I didn't know we were going like next level, going super deep with it. I was not prepared for this. Before I share my answer, a couple things here from the chat, from the live chat. Serenity Bunker says a lot of comments. Says the dogs are cute and they're going to start a cowboy hat business, and that's cool. Really exciting. I think that's awesome, Serenity.
That's awesome.
That's cool. And then don't let me forget this question. I don't know if you saw it, Alyssa. Nancy says, I sent you an email about a mule that I had a question about the color of. And I wonder if you saw it and had an answer as to the color.
I have not seen it.
So, Nancy, I got a lot of times I try and do emails because Alyssa is always editing. And I got really behind when we were in Arizona. And so I apologize. I did not see it. I'll look back at it and I'll try and respond to you. But thanks for shooting us an email and I'll look back at it. So, oh, Hey Ginger is on here. I haven't seen Hey Ginger in a long time. So welcome from Washington, I think. So thanks for being here. That's great. And Jesse Baisden says, still not a bad look with my mustache and short chin. So
yeah, it looks better now that it's like tanned up a little bit instead of just being white under where his beard was.
Yeah, I had a really white tan line right here. It looked terrible. But okay, so something I changed my mind about, like I said, this is not nearly as profound as Alyssa's, but when I first got started, in like horsemanship and just horse ownership, I had appendix quarter horse. And I thought quarter horses were the only way. I was like the big, beautiful, big bootied quarter horse with all the power and speed. I was like, that's where it's at. There's no other way. But now, now that we've had mules for a while, I'm kind of like, I don't really know why I would want to go fast. There's definitely a place for those big, powerful quarter horses, but it might not be necessarily the right fit for someone like me. It's nice to have the ability to go fast, but 99% of the time, I just want to enjoy being in the mountains. And a mule like my Riata is just a perfect fit for someone like me who just wants something that's sure-footed, hardy, tough, and really safe in the mountains. So what I changed my mind on is, while I still love quarter horses, they're definitely not the only way. And having a mule could be a really good fit for some people, as long as you get a good mule and you like spending time with them and stuff. So that was mine. But
yeah, I will say we've been watching Road to the Horse and watching those colts and fillies on there. I'm like, there's just something about those cutting bred quarter horses. They're so athletic. It's just really impressive. And I had a job in high school starting those cutting colts for a trainer that did reining and cutting. And the natural ability, just like right out of the gate with those things, is just unmatched, especially with our mules, unfortunately to say. But you don't need that when you're up in the mountains. You don't need to do some cutting moves and some sliding stops. You just want something that's dependable. So, and some mules can do that for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, to play devil's advocate, kind of along with what Alyssa is saying, there is still something really special about horses. I absolutely love Taz. I was going to ride him today, but we kind of ran out of time. I'm super excited to get back to riding Tazzy. I really love him. I'm not sure if it's just kind of he just has kind of like a calm, doofy personality. I don't know really what it is. He's also big and beautiful. So it's like, I'm not sure what it is, but I really love Taz also. And then obviously my little Mesa girl and Rooster, and pretty soon Honey. Honey won't let me, love on her yet, but soon.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, let us know if you guys like having a little topic to start with. And now that we're done talking about that, let's jump into some questions. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything while I was blabbing. St. Elmo's always has our back. Says, don't forget to like the live. Yeah, thanks.
St.
Elmo's. It does help if you guys like our videos and leave comments. So it looks like the first question on here is from Hey Ginger. It says, so would a mule be a better fit for someone who is experiencing physical challenges and needs a more steady ride? Really good question. You want me to start or you want to start?
You can start.
My thought is if you need a smoother ride, like it could be really painful, like if you have back pain or something, if your animal is tripping or stumbling. And mules are definitely less likely to trip and stumble. They're kind of thoughtful of where they put their feet in general. Obviously, it varies animal to animal. And I've heard especially gaited mules are really smooth. We don't have any experience with them, but if you've watched some of our videos and the TS Mules videos, Grandpa Larry from those videos, he has a black and white paint mule and he is gaited and really smooth. I was talking to Larry about it. Really fast, really smooth. And so that could be a good option. So, yeah, but in general, I think some horses are smooth, some mules are smooth. I think a lot of times mules can be a little bit narrower, so your legs aren't out like quite as wide. So that might be more comfortable too. But all right, Alyssa, let's let the expert talk.
No, I'm no expert, but
Relative.
But yeah, I like a gated. Hey, too loud. Like a gated horse would be awesome. I will say mules are a little harder to get soft and punctual. So if it's something that, hurts to use leg aids or whatever, maybe a horse might be better, or have someone that has gotten a mule really light, because that could be kind of maybe painful for you there. But mules can definitely be light, but a lot of them aren't. So that's just something to think about. But
yeah.
But yeah, they're really sure-footed. Like, I would take a mule over any horse any day, a good mule in rough country. Like, I really don't worry about Clyde and Riata falling on us. And when we ride horses up in the mountains, sometimes I'm like, oh man, like this is kind of scary. So yeah, they're just so sure-footed.
Yeah. Good question. Great question. Hey, Ginger. Next question, someone asked, when do the hunting videos start? I'll let Alyssa. We've talked about we have another channel called Mountain Built Hunts, and that's kind of our like shed hunting and hunting videos. We keep them separated. So Alyssa, you mentioned today a little bit about that. What are your thoughts? When do hunting videos start?
Yeah, we're going to start putting them out. Well, we'll probably have a shed hunting video here sometime soon, because we have started doing that. And just a little spoiler alert, I found a big old giant elk shed, which was really cool. So we'll put some videos out starting soon. And but the hunts are going to come out kind of as season unfolds. So as hunting seasons unfold, hunts from last year will start coming out. So probably August, I would guess, around August, September, somewhere in there.
Yeah, probably late summer, early fall. But I love the like shooting content and hunting content, and I would say if I had to choose a passion, mine would be like shooting my bow and being in the mountains looking for deer and elk and stuff like that. And I have some really fun ideas planned for like husband versus wife competitions, for archery and rifle competitions and stuff like that. And so that type of video will be coming out over the summer, kind of sporadically. Yeah. Our main priority is to this channel and working with our horses and mules and filming that and camping trips and adventures and stuff like that. But now our secondary priority is going to be getting that other channel back up and running. So we'll maybe do some 3D shoots, which is, for those that don't know, you take your bow and you go walk a course and shoot at foam archery targets, and you keep score, and it's just really fun. So
kind of like golf, but for archers.
Yeah, exactly. Golf, but less boring. Just kidding, golfers. But yeah, so anyway, we'll have some of that content coming out sporadically over on the other channel that's called Mountain Built Hunts.
We're like mini golf type of people. So
yeah, I only make fun of golfers because I'm awful at it. Yvonne Whalen says, is Taz all healed up now?
Yeah, it seems to be.
He seems to be doing really well.
He has put on a lot of weight. He doesn't seem to be in pain anymore. So
we'll
keep feeding him his feed-through stuff for a while yet, and just make sure everything's good. But yeah, he seems to be doing really good. So
yeah, need to get him out, ride him in the arena a few more times, and then we'll probably be taking him, start easy in the foothills, and then start taking him out on public land up in the mountains and stuff like that as we feel like he's ready. So Soon. Casey Schullenberg says, I'm 46 and have been buzzing my head since I was a little kid and probably will never grow my hair out again. Way cheaper to do it myself. I like your style.
It's like $30 now.
Yep. By the time you tip, it's like $30 for a haircut. So, and I wear a hat all the time anyways. So I sent Ty from TS Mules a picture today. I told him I wanted to be like him. So I buzzed my head. Ty he has a little bit of a receding hairline, but anyway, he buzzes his hair all the time. And so I sent him a picture. I just look awful. It's like, talk about like white tan line. I just have like really white. And so I sent him a picture and all he wrote back was LOL. It's like nothing nice to say. Yeah. If you don't have anything nice to say, just say LOL. All right. Next question. Oh, speaking of that, actually, wasn't it Sky that talked about getting hat-fished?
Yeah.
Like there's catfished, but when you are like go on a date with a guy that's balding and he takes his hat off, that's called getting hat-fished.
She says it's called getting hat-fished. Yeah, instead of catfished. I thought that was so funny.
That was funny. All right. Question from Lori Windles. Is Mesa going on any trips this summer with us?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Probably just locally, like just some small ones, because she's not even 2 yet. She'll be turning 2 next month, but she's just a baby. So, but yeah, she'll probably come out and just get ponied around a little bit. Yeah.
One thing I've been really wanting to do, getting the itch to do, is get a couple of Roman Home bed rolls. So we have the brand is Roman Home, like ROAMIN, not like Rome, but roaming home. And we have one of their wall tents, canvas packable wall tents, but they also sell bed rolls. And I really want to get a couple of bed rolls and just do some quick little overnight trips up to like some high country lakes, sleep under the stars. And anyway, so what I was thinking was, I bet Mesa this summer, she could probably pack those bed rolls, because with the pack saddle plus those bed rolls, it's really going to be extremely light, and it would be really good exposure for her to take her on just a short little fishing trip or something like that.
Yeah.
And not pack anything heavy. But anyway, I've been itching to do that. So good question, Lori. She'll be going out with us for sure, ponying around, and maybe a one-night pack trip or something like that. Jill says, are you allowed to dispatch those rattlesnakes in Arizona, or are they protected? We let the one live when we were driving in. It's very common to, especially if they're around camp where you have dogs and kids and stuff like that, to, bop them with a rock or a shovel or something like that and dispatch them. So I don't know if they're protected or not. We kind of live and let live with them for the most part. Even speaking of the Hunts channel, you might, if you watched that, you saw a rattlesnake crawl into our antelope hunting blind once, and even that one, we just let it live. So I don't know if they're around our dogs, though. That's no good. But good question. I think you're allowed to dispatch them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not protected.
I don't think so. There's sure a lot of them. So, question from Jeanette. Is it very different to work with or train a horse versus a mule?
Well, it depends on your style of training. If you have a lot of patience and work with the animal instead of against it, and give them time to think, then no, it's not different at all. We don't treat them any differently, but we give our horses a lot of time to think as well. So, but if you're the type of person or have the type of training that you're really trying to be dominant over your horse, or be pretty hard-handed, then I think it'd be hard for you to get along with the mule in most cases. They just shut down. That donkey part of them, they'll just freeze up and shut down a lot of times.
Great question. That's one we get a lot. I think that's a big part of the problem that my mule Riata had with her previous owner. He had the feel of someone who was very stern and controlling and probably hard-handed. As a matter of fact, he said he was hard-handed and they needed a severe bit. So, I think that was a big part of Riata's problem with her previous owner. So,
yeah, and she had a tendency to just freeze up and shut down. And when she'd do that, I mean, you could have hooked a chain to her with a tractor and you probably would have had a hard time moving her. She was just like, she just shut down. So
Locked
she's
up.
gotten way better now. We just have to sit there and give her time when she used to do that. So
Yep.
yeah.
Great question. Oh man, the questions are piling in. Thank you guys. Before I forget, I just found this in my pocket.
Yes.
As a reminder. We got a gift from our Amazon wish list, and I was going to mention it at the start of this video, but I forgot. Someone sent us Think Harmony with Horses by Ray Hunt. It's a book by one of the best horsemen of all time.
Yes.
And that was from Jennifer Brown. So we want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alyssa's already reading it. I'm going to read it when she's done. I'm pumped.
Yep.
I'm excited.
It's awesome. And it's interesting to see how his mindset is so similar to I just was reading a book from Susan Fay, and she really talks a lot. Anyway, you can read her book. Sorry, I should remember what it's called, but I don't remember what it's called. But she talks a lot about, like, say, mental pictures and just reading the horse's energy and all that kind of stuff. And Ray Hunt, in very different words, but he was talking about the same things, really, just in a different way. But yeah, it was cool to see that connection there.
Yeah. I wanted to say, I'll finish. Fun fact about Ray Hunt. His ranch is actually for sale here in Idaho, where he used to have, he had, I think, a New Mexico place and an Idaho place. And his Idaho place is for sale. It's over by the town of Mountain Home, Idaho. And it is super cool. And we drive by it sometimes, and we just drool and just look at it and be like, oh man, could you imagine restoring Ray Hunt's horse ranch?
Yeah, it'd be so cool. I think it's like $4 million if I remember right. So
4.5.
Anyway, if you got a lot of money and want a cool historic Ray Hunt ranch, it's for sale.
Yep.
You should check it out.
We'll train horses out of it for you.
Yeah. We'll be your caretakers.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Here's from, I can't read that. Torah, maybe. TWORAH says, what does gated mean?
You look at me.
Yeah. You want me to answer? So gated, it basically is a style of walking. I'm not going to get real scientific with it, but it's like there's gated horses. There's also gated jacks, and they can walk really fast, really smooth. So they can walk kind of at like a trotting speed, but you don't have the
loping speed.
Yeah, you don't have the
really
up-down movement. You just have like the horizontal movement, and it's supposedly really smooth and enjoyable to ride.
Yeah, so they go into a gait, and it's kind of like a trot, but it's a different hoof fall. But anyway, they're super smooth. I mean, like some people, they can hold a wine glass and be going extremely fast and not spill anything. Like that's how it's just super fast and really smooth. So, yeah.
Yeah, good question. We obviously don't know that much about it. We're not really into that, but
no, I've never owned a gated horse before.
Yeah. From V Diggs, what kind of saddle tree do you recommend for mules?
Man, we don't have like a set saddle tree that we recommend for mules. Because mules are so different, and I do feel like mules have changed over generations. People are breeding better mares, better jacks. They're like mules. I feel like a lot of mules nowadays have a little bit of a wither, maybe a little bit of sway to their back compared to before, where it was just like a barrel, like flat barrel, nothing there to hold your saddle on. Some mules are still like that for sure, but each one is so different because they just come out of so many different mares. Like we talked about, there's gated mules, there's warm blood mules, there's thoroughbred mules, there's quarter horse mules. So it really just depends on your mule and what breed of mare they came out of and how each individual is built. So there's definitely not a tree we found that's like fits all by any means. So
yeah, I'm so excited to get my custom saddle for Riata.
Yes,
that's going to be awesome. She got all measured up, and it should be done in probably a couple months or something like that. One retired cop says the stash is looking rather gnarly. I would take that as a compliment. So thank you, brother. All right, here's another question. Actually, first, before I get to this next question, let's play a fun game. Okay. Here's the deal. If there's 250 people on right now, and if we do not get this live stream to 200 likes by the end, I'm going to show you my bald head. So that's your punishment. If you don't hit the like button and get it up to 200, Then went up fast already. Someone liked it. If you don't get that to 200, you're gonna have to see my bald head at the end of this. So that's
what you should do is the other way. If you want to see Jason's bald head,
No.
it's got to get up to 200.
No one wants to see it.
I'm sure people want to see
it. It's already at 110. It just went up 10 like that.
You guys tell us. Do you want to see it or do you not want to see it? Which
no
way
one
should
needs
this
to
go?
see that.
He's just getting nervous now.
Yeah. Oh, it's at 130.
Maybe people don't
are
want
like,
to see it.
Please, for the love of God, keep your hat on. Pitbull says, "Did I catch a live?" And yes, we are live right now.
Honey's out there.
I lost my question thinking about my bald head. Honey, guys.
Oh, there she is.
By the bird feeders that we need to fill.
There. This is so backwards. I'm getting better.
Here's a question. Okay. Susan McKay says, "I wondered with all the mountain rides you go on, if a mule or a horse gets seriously injured, do you carry a gun to put them down?" Great question. We never like talking about it, but yes, we do.
Yes.
Also, there's like mountain lions and bears and wolves and creepy people out there. So,
yeah, people more than anything scare me than bears and lions and wolves. But
yeah, so we do carry one. Like you wouldn't want to be in that situation that you're talking about and not have a gun.
Yeah.
So we do carry a pistol. Oh my. Oh, Pitbull says, "Have you shown your buzz cut?" No, I have not yet. Oh my, I got way behind here. Sometimes that happens. It'll like just jump down in my little chat thing. Like it stores up a bunch and then I'll pop in. Okay, now I'm getting back on track. Do mules sometimes choose a different route through difficult terrain than you do? And do you argue about it? Who wins?
Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes we let them pick. At least I do with Clyde. Sometimes I'm like, you just pick your way down. I'll just sit here and try to keep my balance and make sure I'm not in your way when it's really rough. And I'll, steer him a little bit if I see from my bird's eye view up on top of him a better way. But no, ours are pretty responsive. Like a lot of times they don't argue with us and they'll just go where they don't always pick the best route. People think they do, but at least Clyde.
It seems like the best way to go is that the rider picks the general route, but then you give them their head and they can pick their way down. So you might see like a nice line through some rocks that they can get through. So you kind of direct them that way and then throw them the reins and let them just pick their footwork down through that spot is what it seems to me.
Yeah, you're not micromanaging like, oh, put your foot. Oh.
Yeah.
You're just kind of letting them, and they do a good job.
Yep, get them rolling and then just let them have their head.
Yeah.
Great question. Do mules something to? Oh no, that was the one I just read. Oh, and if you do argue with a mule, you almost never win. Yeah. You end up in a stalemate.
Yeah.
Have you ever supplemented your horses with apple cider vinegar with the mother?
Yeah. There's.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. It's the good kind of apple cider vinegar. Yes, I have. My barrel horses, I used to do that all the time. I actually haven't in a long time. It'd probably be good for calves, honestly. So, but yeah.
Good for gut health, huh?
Yep. Good for gut health.
I've heard of that being good for humans too, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. V-Diggs says Pitchfork's west fence line is about a mile from my fence line. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, we are. Nobody say who won yet because we get to finish Road to the Horse tonight. It's on
we're
YouTube.
Behind.
I definitely recommend watching it if you guys enjoy horsemanship. It's just live. It's like a live streamed event, so it's not like super exciting or edited, but it is really cool to watch those folks work with those colts. So anyways, that's cool, V-Diggs. Hey, Debbie. Debbie's on here, says, "I'm excited for your hunting videos." Thank you. I am too, honestly. And my brother is too, and my dad.
Yeah.
They're our biggest fans. Who are your favorite trainers to recommend learning from when training my own Mustang for the first time? That's from, I can't read that. Joni. From Joni. Good question.
That's a good question.
For like Mustang specifically?
Well, I do like the way like Sam Van Fleet and Camille's Mustangs. They have a lot of good videos out there. A lot of times they're training for the Mustang competitions. So they're training for, like 100-day Mustang competition. So you don't have to try to push it quite as far as them. They've got like a timeline they have to really meet. And so Sometimes they'll like push it a little further. But you can learn a ton from them. Like, and they do a really good job with what they're doing. So, but if you're not on a time crunch, you don't have to push that hard, you know? So if that makes sense. Not saying anything negative about them at all, because they're doing that for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're really good at it. Also, let's see. I know Ryan Rose does have some videos out on Mustang training, and Nate Eicher has some videos out on Mustang. I think he has some videos out on Mustang training, but he trained a rescued bucking stock horse, a big, like a rodeo bucking stock mare. And that one would be a really good video to watch for a Mustang, because she's basically the same. Like, she's untouchable. She's very flighty. She's very touchy. And so that would be a good video also to watch. Her name's Sierra. So if you just search Eicher Ranch and Sierra, it'll pop up. So trying to think of who else.
Well, once you get them gentled into like a base foundation point, then we can recommend like
a bunch of people.
For sure, people like TS Mules, our buddy Ty.
Yes. Because then they're just they're just like any other horse, just any other kind of spooky horse, or, you know, green horse. But that initial to get them to that point where you're haltering them and then starting to go through the actual training process, that's the part that's a little more specific. Isidro Espinoza out of Arizona, they have some good videos on their channel. And my friend actually has a couple horses with him right now, a couple Mustangs with him right now, and he does a good job. Can you think of anyone else? I think if you're English, Alyssa Wallace, who is on Road to the Horse right now, she does a lot of Mustang stuff. So you can
if you're English, is that what you said?
If you ride English is what I meant. I mean, if you ride Western, she still has good stuff, but she's into jumping and stuff like that. So anyway, for those people that want to watch more of an English disciplined channel, that might be a really good one. So
yeah, I liked her. She was cool. We
funny.
Watched her on the Road to the Horse, and yeah, she
had a funny little mare.
Yeah. Yvonne says, is Rooster's year adopt finalized now? So Rooster is our first Mustang, Alyssa's first Mustang.
It's not really finalized because I got the paperwork in the mail and while we were in Arizona. So I need to go talk to my vet and see if they'll sign off for me, and then I can send it off. So that's exciting. So I don't have a title yet, but soon.
Yeah. Rooster's the man.
He's so awesome. I missed him so much.
Yeah, like, when we were gone.
We went to a Mule event, so we didn't, and they were limited on space. So we just took Clyde and Riata, but like, I really missed Rooster. I actually really missed Honey too. I missed all of them. So
everyone who wasn't there.
I missed everyone. But yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Good question though. We're excited about that. We were just talking about it.
My wife just told me about catfish.
Yeah. Yeah, you get hat-fished out there.
Mm-hmm.
World's a dangerous place. Who's Riata's best equine friend? That's a good question. I guess that would be more of a question for me. I would say actually Taz, because Taz is just nice to her. Right now, she and Taz are together in a pen. And I would say Taz is her, like, who she feels safest with and least intimidated by, just because Taz is easygoing. And I love seeing that for Riata, because for those that don't know, Riata, my mule, is the lowest on the totem pole, like always. And she fights for it. And she's like, no. Whenever we get a new one, she's like, no, you will be below me. And it lasts for like 10 minutes. And then Riata's the low man. So being at peace with Taz is really nice for her. But also, she and Clyde are definitely buddies. We had them those were our two equines for quite a while, like at least a year or couple years maybe even.
Yeah.
And so they definitely have a bond as well. And even though Clyde like kind of pushes Riata off food if it's limited or whatever, it's like they're definitely buddies. And Clyde gets sad when Riata leaves.
He gets really sad when Riata leaves.
Yeah, and Riata gets a little sad when Clyde leaves too. So
yeah, I think probably if I had to pick which one Riata gets the most sad about leaving, this isn't like necessarily the one she gets along with the best because she's mean to her, but Mesa. Mm-hmm. Like if the mare leaves, which is Mesa, like Riata, all of them are just devastated. So everyone loves Mesa.
Yep. We call her Mega Mom because she's going to be so big, and she's like the mom of the mules. That's kind of the joke with the mares is like, are you my mom? Yeah. And so we call her Mega Mom. She's already like about the same size as Rooster.
Yeah.
Um,
I swear she grew a bunch when we were in Arizona. We got back and I'm like, oh my gosh.
yeah.
She got leggy again. She grew up again.
Yep. Chateau Mojo says, is that a jackalope hoodie on Jason?
Yeah.
Yes. Alyssa, here, let me stand up. Yeah. Alyssa actually drew this up, man, a couple years ago now. And we sold it for quite a while. We sold it for quite a while through our hunting channel and shed hunting. And it actually was a big hit. So it's actually available now on Mountain Built Merch or mountainbuiltmustangs.com. They go to the same place. And yeah, I don't remember what all it's on, at least on the sweatshirt.
And a hat.
And yeah, a
One of
foamy
these
hat similar
hats.
to that. But we're gonna be ramping up our merch stuff and try to figure out some things that are actually really valuable instead of just nonsense for people. Things that you could be proud to wear, and we're going to try and get that lined out this summer. But yeah, the jackalope, the shed alope, if you will, because that has a shed antler on the ground there. It's only got one horn attached, but yeah, Alyssa drew that, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we have some new stickers coming out.
Oh yeah,
Mule and kind of we have like the wall tent with the mules, and so anyway, they're stylized off of some pictures we took, and we'll try to get the whole herd on there eventually. But I'm really excited for those to come out.
I was going to pull it up on my phone, but I don't have it on my phone. Yeah, Alyssa designed some cool stickers. I was going to show you a sneak peek, but I couldn't get it up. Yeah, Pitbull. No, not showing my buzz cut. But if you guys don't hit like 10 more times, you're going to have to see it. So we're only at 190. Hester says, you live? Yep, we're live Monday and now Fridays as well. We're going to try and do Friday mornings and Monday evenings. So,
yes.
Hey, nice. So Haste Draft. Oh,
go ahead.
Haste Draft Horses and Mules is on here. Says, howdy y'all. Looking forward to having you as a guest on the Harness Up podcast. God bless. God bless you too, Stephen. I'm assuming this is Stephen, but yeah, Stephen reached out from Haste Draft Horses and Mules and invited us on the podcast, and we get to be on that tomorrow night, actually. Yep. So we're excited. We always get nervous to go on podcasts because we don't do it very often, but we get to go on there and chat with Stephen, and I looked through some of his episodes. He has some cool stuff about like packing, logging with mules and stuff. So check out the Harness Up podcast, I'm pretty sure is what, Harness Up podcast. If you guys want some cool like mule and draft horse style podcast to listen to.
Yeah.
So, all right, what do you got, Alyssa? You got some sweet stickers.
Oh, wait. The computer says it needs to update. Remind me later. Okay. We got Tasman.
That's one of our most famous pictures of all time.
We got Clyde and Riata in the Rome. This is a Roman home wall tent.
Yeah.
Up there in Wyoming. This was on our pack trip. And then also on our pack trip, we got Mr. Clyde looking out over the lake. We were fishing. I just thought that was a cool picture. So anyway, they're kind of a watercolor style sticker, and we'll probably make some of Rooster and Josie and Riata and Mesa and Honey soon.
Yeah. I like the watercolor look. Which one is you guys' favorite? Drop it in the chat. Which one did you like the most? We got Taz. We got the wall tent, and we got Clyde overlooking a pretty wilderness lake.
Yeah.
I got distracted there just a second ago. Be America just says, you look funny with just a mustache, and then a smiley face. Thanks,
Thank you.
Be America. I'm very aware. All right. It'll look normal in no time.
You know what I don't like is I have one tooth right over here that I paid for braces when I was like in my mid-20s. And for some reason, this one tooth like didn't line up, and now it looks like I'm missing a tooth when the shadows are wrong. So not missing my tooth, it's just
a little snaggle.
Yeah, just a weird shadow.
There was a classic example of how I read comments. Be America says, you look funny with just a mustache, but right above it, Michelle Grovac says, I like your clean shaven look. And I skipped right over that one. So thank you, Michelle. You got to balance out the other ones. All right, let's see. Any other questions here? Oh, there's a red question mark. Did you follow Road to the Horse this weekend? Oh, yeah. So this is from Nadine. You must have joined a little late, and that's totally fine. Yes, we talked about it a little bit
But don't
ago.
give it away because we haven't finished it yet. We don't know who won.
Yeah, we don't know who won. We get to finish it tonight.
Yep.
And we really enjoyed it and highly recommend it. So yeah, thank you for the
Awesome.
tip. We get tips from you guys quite a bit. Like for example, that one. But then we also have people sending us spotted mules that pop up on sales and fun stuff like that. And we always appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh crud! I skipped way down.
Someday when we get a bigger property.
Yep. We're still practicing contentment though.
Yes.
We've only been on Zillow 10 times every day.
Not important.
Oh, this is a fun idea. Hey Ginger says maybe you could have a fan art contest of sorts that you could use on the merch.
Fun.
That would be really
That'd
cool.
Be really fun.
I love that idea.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, if anyone wants to draw anything up, because we know what we like to wear and stuff, but that doesn't mean that other people like to wear it. So
we're very new to the merch thing. So if there's something you guys suggest that you would love to wear, let us know in the comments.
Let's see.
Scrolling.
Well, I got jumped down a little bit. Okay.
Yes, bald head reveal.
Here's we made it over 212, so I don't know at this point if that means I have to show my bald head.
Can we do like a
Actually,
poll?
what
we
we'll
need to do a poll in the live chat.
So just put if you want me to show how terrible I look with a shaved head, put show it. And if you don't, then you have to put for goodness sakes, keep your hat on. Okay. So
I know there's a way you can actually do a poll. I just don't know how to do it, and I don't want to try to right now because I might mess up the game.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on from the bald head topic. Daniel Van Tall says, what's the pecking order of the equines right now? Oh, and that's from Chelsea, from California.
Well, we have two main pens of equines. So Taz and Riata. Taz is on top. Riata's on the bottom. They're separated from the others. Then we got Rooster, then probably Mesa, then Clyde, then Josie. Mesa and Clyde kind of battle back and forth.
Yeah, Mesa is climbing.
Yeah.
For sure. But I think Clyde's still above her. But yeah, good question. It's fun seeing how they all get along together. Oh my, excuse me. Saint Almost Fire says, I love stickers. Okay, all right. Now I'm caught back up. I do too. I heard so man, I always wind up talking about hunting, but there's a thing when mule deer grow really big antlers, sometimes they get little extras that like stick off the side and stuff, and they look really cool. And anyway, so they're called a big buck with stickers. And I heard a guy one time say that big buck had more stickers than a white girl's water bottle, and that definitely describes her. And actually, I shouldn't say that because I got a sticker on my own cup. But yeah, more stickers than a white girl's water bottle. I thought that was funny.
Have stickers, and I can't wait for these stickers to get here because they're gonna go on our water bottle. Our dogs are barking at someone.
Hopefully, we don't have a delivery coming. But yeah, okay. Here's another question. It says this is from Upper Glass Broke. Hi, not an equine question, but have you considered the chicken breed Pecking for your new rooster? My guy reminds me of a cowboy after he's been on his horse all day. Looks like he has chaps on. That's awesome.
I feel like I've seen those before, but I can't picture them right now. I'll have to check into them.
You can look them up on your computer and we can show them. Pekin. Thanks for the question. Alyssa loves chickens. I like having them too, but
I've heard of that.
Alyssa's a chicken nut.
Ducks.
Oh wow, that thing's pretty. Let's see, what else do we got here? James Brown, hit that like button. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, cute.
I think he just didn't want me to take my hat off. The first episodes of Project Equestrian is a good recommendation. This is from Nancy. So for Mustang content, thank you, Nancy. We really like that lady.
I think maybe she has 2 channels now. But,
yeah, the Backyard Horse Girl.
Yeah. So check that out too. There we go.
Is that the right one?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Looks like he's wearing woolly chaps.
There's multiple colors, but that was the best photo I could find.
Let's see.
I do want to go get chicks.
Oh, Tim Humphrey is on here, and He's answering the question that I pinned at the top. He says, late to the podcast. And I asked everyone to say, what kind of equine would you get if you could only have one? And Tim says, I would take a mule, maybe Riata, but taller, or the mule Grandpa Larry rides. Those are good choices, Tim. Awesome. Yeah, we hit 200. Christina says, love the shave. Thanks. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, here's the votes on the stickers. One says all of them. One says Taz, Clyde, love the stickers. Jason, 200 likes. Oh, it skipped on me. Yeah.
I saw that.
Someone said hat off.
No, another hat off. Show it. Oh, man. Everyone says show it.
Oh, gosh. You guys are
I told you they wanted to see it.
You'll regret that. Okay, if we get to 1 million likes, I'll take my hat off.
You can't do that to people.
Moving
you gotta at
goalposts.
least make a fair compromise. Like 250.
Okay, 250,000. Here's another. No. Okay, deal. Okay, fine. I'll take my hat off, but not till the end, because people will immediately log off. Claire Leon says, Shay from Free Spirit Equestrian went to the auction last week. Utterly stunning mule there. Taz's color, but looked like it was covered in stars. I have no idea what it sold for. I'm going to watch that video. We actually, that's another good channel. So what's Shay's husband's name? Oh,
gosh.
crud. Anyways.
Now that you said that, I can't think of it.
Oh, man, we like watching it. If you guys need a good, just like straight up horse fix to like look at horses, that's a good channel. Free Spirit Equestrian. It's like, it's not Western or anything, but if you just like looking at horses, that's a good one. And they seem like good people, which I love. And so I always recommend people watch good people. Question from Jesse Baisden. Is that because Mesa is going to be big or just her personality that she's climbing the ranks? For one, mare, and for two, well, mostly just because she's a mare. They just have that little attitude, and I think being big kind of helps, you know. Once she's bigger and has a little bit of that like mare stare type attitude, then she'll probably just rule the roost.
Yeah.
But we're actually a little bit not concerned, but a little bit bummed about that because the herd is so at peace with Rooster leading the herd and being number one that it's like I don't really want it to change. They just get along so well. Rooster's so calm and he's just the best leader. So hopefully Mesa can learn from him and be a good leader as well. Yes, you had a question, Alyssa?
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's
Shay
Shay's
and Kyle.
yeah.
Kyle, yeah, I've never met him, but he's my boy. I always love it when Kyle's on that channel. I do. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I like that. Question from Upper Glass Broke. Oh, wait, no. What? I moved around again. I already answered that one. Oh,
yep. People said Kyle.
Duck related. Are your ducks Welsh Harlequins?
Yeah. A couple of them. And then I have a khaki Campbell and a... What are the black ones that lay the black eggs? Cayuga. Thank you.
That's fun to say. Yeah, I feel like that should be like...
Sometimes my brain doesn't work. Like remembering Kyle's name.
Yeah, well, it's also Monday, and we've been stretched pretty thin lately, so you get a free pass. PG here says, quarter horse is the most versatile. I watch Shay and Kyle all the time. Awesome. Yep, that is actually a great point about quarter horses is they are sure-footed. Like cowboys use them all over this mountainous country, chasing cows. They're fast, powerful, beautiful. So definitely no shade to the quarter horses because they're amazing.
They do like every discipline.
Yep. That's a really good point. Very, very versatile. I just love the mules, and I feel like they're like the underdog, so they need people to stick up for them. They got kind
mules
of a bad
and Mustangs.
Rap. Yeah.
So that's what we're sticking with.
Yep. And draft crosses.
Well, yeah. If there's a horse that maybe needs our help, then well, whatever. But
yeah. Peggy Emerson says, why did you shave your head? It was to save money, and it's a small thing. Like $30 is kind of a drop in the bucket, but it was just like the idea of like taking action, like right now, like because I really needed a haircut, and we were talking about budgeting and getting things set up more efficiently. And so when I was at the gym, I was like, you know what? My first step is going to be not getting my haircut, and I hate having long hair. around my ears. And so I came home, got out the clippers, and just.
Yeah, when we're paying off all our debt, like Dave Ramsey stuff, we cut everything out that we could. And so that was back in the day where Jason shaved his head all the time. Well, I shaved it for him. And so I don't know if he just felt nostalgic or whatever, but he was like, you know what? No. We're doing it.
There's no nostalgia involved. I hated that. There's a picture when we first got Yeti and we were paying off our debt. And so I wasn't getting good haircuts. And we were at this really pretty waterfall, and it's like this pretty family picture, but I just look so bad with a buzzed head. So there's no nostalgia about that time of our lives.
It's like Dr. Evil.
It was, it is like Dr. Evil. But yeah, good question, Peggy. Sue says I look 15 years younger. Wait until you see my receding hairline when I take my hat off. You'll take that back. Okay, we're getting ridiculous. We need to wrap this thing up. Does anyone else have any questions? We'll wait just another minute here. Hey, Jimmy's on here. New Mexico elk hunter. Jimmy, how's it going? Says, if I could choose any equine, it would be a mule like Clyde.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He has his moments, but for the most part, he's a really good boy.
Someone said I look like mini-me. That's funny.
Just as long as I don't shave my head. I thought about it, not really seriously, but how good that would feel to just get rid of all this long hair. It would be amazing.
That would be shocking.
It would not be good. I'm not going to do it, but I've thought about it, how good it would feel.
Oh, wow. What? I hope this is wrong. This has to be wrong. Robert Pooler says, hey, I got an email from Roman Home a while back, and they said they're closing their doors. That's really weird. So let me know how long ago that was, because we just saw him in February at the Western Hunting Expo down in Salt Lake, and he was still going strong at that point. So I really hope that's something different, because we love Ben and his whole family is awesome. It's a family-run business made in America. So I really hope maybe that was from someone else, or maybe they were like closing for a day or something like that. I hope. So anyways, I hope there's some wires crossed there, because they make a great product and they're really good people.
I got a chicken donation.
Chicken of Seahorse Guitar.
Now you have to get
chicken donation! ! I can't have chickens here. They get killed by predators. So add an extra chick for me. Love y'all. Thank you.
I'm all about an extra chick. So thank you.
That's awesome.
That's exciting.
We are actually about to probably get some chickens. So a couple more questions.
You heard it. You all heard it. Y'all heard it.
No take backs, huh? Couple more questions rolling in here. From Daniel Van Tol says, do you have a desire to do the Mustang challenge? Thoughts? Oh yeah, Chelsea. Sorry, I keep calling you Daniel, but thank you for the question, Chelsea.
Well, I briefly thought about it with Honey, but she's obviously not the right horse to do it with. She's really touchy. So it's going to take us a while just to get to the basics done with. But I don't want to do like the 100-day one, but there's a couple that you have multiple months, and I think that would be really fun. And watching Road of the Horse, I'm like, oh, that looks so fun. I don't know if I would do very well, but it looks really awesome. It's a lot different when you're down in the round crawl with that horse and you're like, what do I do next? Now I gotta climb on this thing. So
I think it would be really fun to watch Alyssa do one of those competitions. I think if she got paired up with the right horse, she would do extremely well. And if she got paired up with a tough horse, it would still be really enjoyable to watch. And I think she would still do well.
I don't know, but
Marianne Everhart says, question, the hackamore. If your horse always used a broken bit, can it be controlled with a hackamore?
If you work up to that, yeah. Like we ride in a just regular snaffle, and then progress into a hackamore after that. So you can get a lot done with the hackamore, and just try to make your cues more and more subtle, and using your seat and legs and less like direct pressure on the bit, and then you can progress them into a hackamore. There's a lot of people that do that, from a snaffle to a hackamore. That's what Ty does too. So if you want to check out his online video library or his clinics or his YouTube channel, he has a lot of stuff on that. It's what Buck does too, Buck Brandman.
Yep. Hey, Bill's on here. Hey, Bill and Patty.
Hey, Bill.
these are our friends, and we are so far behind. We don't get to talk to them very much. So thanks for being on here, Bill. We think about you and Patty all the time.
And then they pull into our driveway, and I'm working with Honey, and they don't want to bug me, and so they leave without saying hi.
Yeah. They're
just drop us off cookies and then leave.
Bill and Patty are awesome. We love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. All right. So the time has come to end the live stream. No, just kidding. Here's the bald head ready, and then we're going to go.
I'm going to do the reveal.
You're going to do the reveal? Okay, I'm going to get ready to hit end the live stream. You guys ready?
Dun, 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 dun.
Ta-da!